All right, so it's the Riders Agrifest 2024, and we have caught up with none other than the Minister of Agriculture, Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Elizabeth. Welcome to This Week on the Farm, the brand new agriculture TV show that's rocking Jamaica, Minister.
Thank you, Farmer Spencer. Good to see that you've embraced agriculture, and Agrifest is going amazing. I think if there's any doubt in anybody's mind that agriculture is alive and well, they needed to have come to Agrifest.
Okay, in terms of, I know that we have been doing it for a number of years. Anything new that you have here today?
Well, the expansion is tremendous. I mean, they've gotten tremendous support from the private sector, a number of companies who have come out to reach the farmers. One of the things that you see at Agrifest that sometimes you don't see at some of the other things is businesses happening.
Okay.
So the farmers who come and support Agrifest, they're coming to purchase, they're coming for deals, because St. Elizabeth is a breadbasket. We're a serious farming area, and despite the drought, and we've had a tough time with the weather, but despite the drought, we have in St. Elizabeth the most resilient farmers in the world.
Minister, is this being replicated across Jamaica in terms of all the parish offices?
It's been replicated across Jamaica, but remember, it's a funny story. Yeah. So the JAS has been having agricultural shows and continue to do agricultural shows, but for a long time, St. Elizabeth never had an agricultural show. Yeah, so Agrifest is actually new, right? Because we never had an agricultural show in St. Elizabeth. We would just go out and support the others. But we've decided through RADA that we need to do our own Agrifest. So it's being replicated all over. I mean, Westmoreland is happening on Sunday, and then we move from Westmoreland into other parishes like Manchester, and all of this builds up to Denby. And last year, final day of Denby was our biggest final day ever. We expect it to be bigger this year.
Okay, I mean, we got the chance to listen to your budget presentation. Lots of exciting stuff coming there from your presentation. You probably would need probably about 5 more hours, Floyd. I saw you had to go into the morning to do some more explanation. But just quickly for this week on the farm, just give us some quick highlights of that presentation.
We had a lot to go through, and when you have members of parliament like MP Slowley, who consistently advocates on behalf of their farmers, the ministry team has to sit down and has to craft programs to respond to those needs. So we announced a lot of new things. Project Feed for youth, women, persons with disability. We're earmarking 30% of our production incentive budget, which is 390 million, to treat with our youth and our women and our persons with disabilities. And what we're going to do, we're going to put in place a direct portal so that they can directly apply to RADA or go through their members of parliament. Because we know as MPs, a lot of young people turn to you and say, how can you help? The other thing that we're focusing on are scholarships for agriculture. We're going to be doing about $100 million in scholarship with the private sector, looking at areas, looking at young people who go to schools like Stets, Black River, Monroe, Lacovia, Magati, who have done well in agriculture. Yes. Right? Roger Clark High, who've done well in agriculture. They want to pursue agriculture, but they don't have the resources. We want to help them. So, a lot of things.
Well, at BOJTV, we have been telling the youngsters, we have been telling Jamaica that it is interesting time for farming. I mean, Floyd, we have seen so much new technology. We see drones spraying crops. Is it a direct initiative of the ministry to be including more and more technology as the days go by?
Well, as we call it, it's a new face of food. Yeah. That has been our tagline, and I think now it's taking root. We want agriculture to look differently in reality. Yeah. So we want the technology to be infused. We want people to be more productive and be more efficient. We understand some of the challenges with labor. Technology is the solution for that. Additionally, we want more young people to come in and to show them agriculture is not just about planting. It's about being the agriculture engineer, about being the drone pilot who is doing the fertilization. So what you're seeing right before your eyes is the crafting of a new look of agriculture, which we call the new face of food.
Quickly, Floyd, I know that you have to talk to some more persons, but in another forum, I said it that when we were going to school, for example, agriculture was kind of seemed a bit as demeaning. Young people didn't really want to get into it. What are some of the direct initiatives that you're undertaking to make it a little more sexy?
We're telling the true stories. A lot of times in agriculture, you hear the stories when the drought comes, when the flood comes, and what you hear is salimony in a tough time. You don't hear the story when Kern plants an acre of corn and sells that and makes millions of dollars. And we need to tell those stories, quite frankly, honestly. So what we're doing on the new face of food is we're going to be putting out more of those stories. Our young female farmer in Westmoreland who's been doing well and making money, or farmers in Hounslow and St. Elizabeth who planted onions. And you can work out 50 acres of onion, you're getting 40,000 pounds in an acre, and you're getting 120 a pound. Work out how much money is that. We're showing young people that money, real money, is in agriculture. So we're telling more of those stories. I think that is engendering the sexiness of the field.
Minister, we really want to thank you for talking to us, which is really the launch of this is really the first episode of This Week on the Farm, and I hope you'll be able to, you will come back and talk to us. Okay, we'll sit down and just trash out this thing. But of course, we have now run into the Member of Parliament for North East St. Elizabeth, Mr. Delroy Slowley. Can I call the farmer Slowley?
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely, because I mean, we rap with the farmers on a daily basis. I'm very much a part of it. Food security is extremely important, and we have a responsive government. We have a responsive Minister of Agriculture, right. And I'm pleased to see the kind of direction that we are going on. Very happy about it.
Okay, MP, this is your constituency. I mean, did you influence the agriculture show to be in Santa Cruz? Did you press some buttons?
We know that St. Elizabeth is really the bread basket, all right? And we know that it's on the other side. That basically we have the major productions being done, but we won't be left behind. And so we want to highlight our farmers here to ensure that, we do the necessary push to ensure that they get the full support that they deserve, because really, as I said, food security is extremely important. We depend on our farmers. The farmers feed the nation, and so we have to put all the strength behind, make sure that our farmers are taken care of, and North East St. Elizabeth won't be left behind.
Okay. MP, anything you want to announce as it relates to your farmers in North East St. Elizabeth? Anything coming up for them in near future?
Well, the minister has mentioned a slew of things that will be coming up, and we won't be left behind. But I do have some individual, as it from the Member of Parliament office, in terms of fertilizer. We know that there are a lot of persons who are having challenges with the fertilizer, and we want to enhance, the possibility. RADA does a lot, but we want to do what we can do from the MP's office to ensure that the farmers, are not short on fertilizer. So we have a program that we're working on through the MP's office for our farmers.
Okay, MP, I saw you made a move, which made sense and which will help agriculture. Over in the Braziver area, there's a road, I think it's a farm road, that you rehabilitated recently. The farmers are saying that is going to help them to move the produce in and out to get it done. Is it a direct initiative? Is it something that you thought about and you're now implementing in terms of addressing the farm roads in the constituency?
I'm happy that you mentioned that, because since I came into office, we have done several farm roads, because we realize the kind of disadvantage that the farmers face. Whenever they have the produce, their transportation cost is extremely heavy in some of those instances in terms of getting the produce out. And so we have been pushing to have our farm roads being rehabilitated through the RADA rehab program, and we have been making great success. As we have been, the last one that we had done was a number road. That road has not been done, ever, and it's the first time that road has been done, and persons are just rejoicing and celebrating, because it makes a huge difference in terms of the farmers being able to access transportation coming to them, and for them to access markets going out.
All right, thank you very much, MP Slowley, and I know you'll be back on the program right here on BOJTV. All the best.